Today in math, we are going to identify our flat shapes. So go ahead and get out your Snowman book. And this is called Snowman, Snowman, a book about shapes by, write your name right here, by Mrs. Hawkins, by Bob, whatever your name is, go ahead, write it there. Each page of our book has these dotted lines, and we need to cut them out. But before you do that, you need to go to the very back and take off your shapes. So put these to the side. Don't cut them yet. Let's cut out the book first. So with the dotted line, you'll want to separate each page so that you don't accidentally slice up the page before. So carefully cut all of your pages out on the dotted line. And all of the pages are the shape of rectangles. So if you don't stay on the dotted line, then they will be squiggly and wiggly, and we don't need squiggly, wiggly pages. So let's cut out our rectangle pages on the dotted lines, and then we'll put it in order. And then at home, you'll staple it. If you don't have a staple, then you could poke holes and maybe find some yarn and tie it. Okay, so see how I stayed on the dotted line, so my pages are exactly the same. So let's cut out all the rest. Don't forget to throw your scraps. Detach the sides and cut it all out. You will need a glue stick with this activity too. So after you're done cutting out, go grab your glue stick. We've learned all of our flat shapes, squares, circles, rectangles, hexagons, triangles, and we've been able to find these shapes all over the place. So now today we're just going to make a fun book that you will be able to read because the book has sight words on it. Okay, so here I need to keep cutting on the dotted lines. When you build a snowman, or when you draw a snowman, you use shapes like circles, circles for the body, circles for the buttons, circles for the eyes, the carrot. When you draw a carrot, makes a triangle. When you make the hat, makes a rectangle. So there can be shapes, well, there's shapes everywhere, really. We'll just keep cutting out our pages. Cut, 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 cut. And then this will be a book that you will be able to color when you're done and read. There's a couple words that we won't know in here, but that's okay because we can read it together. All right, throw the scraps. Once I have all of my pages, I need to make my book. So let's find the cover. Put my scissors to the side. Snowman, Snowman, a book about shapes. So it says page 1. Flip it over, and you'll see why. Now I need to find page 2. So that's 6, 5, 3, 4, 2. Take page 2, and you're going to flip it over like this, and you'll see why, because once we flip the whole book over, they'll all be in order. So I need page 3, flip it over, 4, flip it over, 5, flip it over, and 6, flip it over. Now when I turn all of them over, they are all in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at home, get a stapler, and we'll put a few staples in it to make our book. 1, 2, 3 staples should be fine. And then this is where you will write your name. So Snowman, Snowman, a book about shapes. When you turn the page, you can give it a little crease so it stays open. So the book says, Snowman, Snowman, what do you see? I see a square looking at me. So now we need our scissors and our sheet block paper here. I need to find a square. A square has 4 sides, 4 vertices, and all of the sides are equal. Equal means the same. So here is my square. So cut out just around the square. Don't cut right on it, and I'll show you why. Because when we glue it, that way I can still see the fat black line. If I cut out on the line, then it'll look like this, and then I can't even see the square that I cut out. So when you cut out, just leave a little bit of space on the outside of the shape, and then glue it down. I see a square looking at me. So with your glue stick, just knead it out just a little bit, and then go smear, 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 and glue it down. All right, let's go to the next one. Snowman, snowman, what do you see? I see a rectangle looking at me. A rectangle. A rectangle has 2 short sides, 2 long sides. So here is my rectangle. Again, when you cut out your rectangle, cut and leave a little bit of space on the outside so we can see that fat black line when you glue it down. And I think it'll be easier to put your rectangle just like this. Give it a little smear, glue it down. And the next page. Uh-oh, the staple didn't get in there. Oh, too bad. Snowman, snowman, what do you see? I see a circle looking at me. A circle. A circle is special because it has no flat sides, no vertices. So here is my circle. Cut it out very carefully. And glue your circle. And it's okay if it overlaps the snowman a little bit. Just glue it to the side there. Let's go to the next one. Maybe. There we go. Almost done. Snowman, snowman, what do you see? I see a triangle looking at me. Triangle. Tri means 3, like a tricycle, triathlon. Tri means 3. So angle are the angles. That's the part on the inside of the vertices, or the angles. So tri means 3. So that's what helps me determine what attributes there are for a triangle. Tri means 3, so I know it's going to have 3 sides. So then I'll glue on my triangle here, my 3-sided triangle. Last page. Well, I didn't staple that very well. I'll have to fix that. That kind of stinks. I'll fix it. Snowman, snowman, what do you see? I see a hexagon looking at me. So our last shape happens to be a hexagon. So a hexagon, hex means 6. A hexagon has 6 sides. Hexagons can be a shape that we see with beehives on the honeycombs. Hexagons can be tiles. Hexagons can be on the back of turtle shells. Hexagons can be on containers. So hexagons, they're not very common, but we can find them everywhere. And then glue down your hexagon. So once you're done, you can go back and color all the pages in your book, and then you can read it to your family. So now it's your turn.